That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Rena's Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place... it reminds me more of being back inside the Wedge.
Except the Danon astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renan Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it does...
That depends.
The void that art
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rub.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside.
Shut up!
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Rena's Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but... are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Rena's Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible? What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Elfin. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting just here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand. I'm not done!
Chain between heaven and earth.
Vacuum blade!
A wailing banshee of lightning. Divide. Here's my
Demon
hand.
Fang!
A whirling laser spear. Here's evil. Winds of heaven. First force.
Dragon
Radiant
Form!
flight. Here.
Vacuum blade!
Radiant flight.
Dragon Form!
I'm out of ammo.
The earth
I'm
throbs
all
with
stuffed
pain.
up. Again. By the power of
Double Demon Fang! The flame inside me!
Sleep now. Burning. More for the stop time.
You picked the wrong fight!
Disasters made one.
Dragon Form! Vacuum blade! I owe you one!
Leave the charges to me!
I'll
Smash you!
reload. Energy.
Take this!
Lightning cascade. Runner, hear my call. I'll be
Dragon Form!
Glacial spear. Here's Holy Land. Here, I can help.
Thanks! Vacuum blade! Dragon Form!
I never miss. Divide.
You picked the wrong fight!
Air thrust. Skywalk. Healing circle.
Take this!
Light astral energy. Radiant.
Let's try harder! It's too much!
No more playing nice. Mega ray.
No further!
Illuminate. Annihilation. Mega ray. Gemini Aqua.
Double demon for this!
By the power of
This
flame.
one's all mine!
Vanish without a trace. Explosion.
Double demon fang!
Burning strike.
Burn!
Freeze Lancer.
Armor won't save you!
Dragon Form!
Transform. Holy Land.
There!
Clean Surf. Healing circle.
Thanks! Vacuum blade! Prepare to be sealed! I owe you
Hear
one!
my call. Eat dirt. A chain between heaven and earth.
This!
Here I go. A wailing banshee of lightning. By the power of flame. Divine savior. Arch shield. Let me help. Not my walk. I'm ready. Will this help? Photon blast. Dance in the wind.
Burn in hell!
Healing circle.
Here I come!
Radiant light. Searing flame. Reload.
Come
Here's the healing art.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
I'll bring you back from
away.
death's abyss. Sleep now.
Here I come! Try harder! My turn! Stay away from my friends! Blow away! Ready for
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Take this!
Resuscitation. Still doesn't fight with me. Here's a healing art. More damage from
Thanks! Vacuum blade!
lightning. Radiant. Here.
Wind.
Thunder blade. A chain between heaven and earth. Flame.
Strike!
Vanish without a wailing
Strike
banshee of
my
lightning.
spear! Hurricane thrust!
Steel.
Rising fire!
I'll be
This one's all mine! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Primed and ready.
Ha! Burn!
I'll heal you all.
Now you see what I can do!
This one's mine.
Denied!
Here I come!
Swallow dance!
Will this help?
The earth throbs with pain.
I'll finish you
Incineration
this
wave!
Stay. Mega ray.
Take this!
Back into the fray. Sleep now.
No escape!
Show me what my arms can do.
Try
Here,
harder.
rise and shine.
Here I
All
come!
good things come to an end.
You pay for that!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Burn!
Dragon
Take
Tail.
it.
Hasten.
Vacuum blade!
Glacial spear. Here's the
Incineration wave! No escape!
annihilation.
I'll tear you apart!
Radiant. Here.
Dragon Form!
I'm just getting
Try
started!
this!
Gemini Aqua.
Explosive ring!
By the power of water. I'll be saving this one.
There!
Mega ray. Ready. Watch them.
Incineration wave!
Now you see what I can do! No further!
Burning.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Here's the healing art.
Burn in hell! Thanks!
Illuminate the dark.
Vacuum blade!
Holy glitter. Holy land.
Incineration wave!
Between
This
heaven
one's
and
all
earth.
mine!
A wailing banshee of lightning.
It's on!
Burn the dark.
You Wrong fight!
More for the stockpile! Resurrection! Heaven and earth!
Now I'm real mad!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
All good things come to
Close
an
one! Oh,
No,
my
fair.
Crush! Got me!
Take this!
Incineration wave!
Here's a
Can't
healing
get out
arc!
of this! Eat this!
First aid! A chain between heaven and earth!
Wind!
Reload! A wailing
Searing
banshee
gale!
of lightning! Now! Mega ray!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Charge malevolence! Arctic waterfall!
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally, it was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me?
You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Boron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a
slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Dana are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
Red Woman.
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alma!
It's too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go. Outfit!
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Are you two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Rena Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Rena Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or... Danans.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming about Volron. As for those red women,
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfect.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danan. I'm not even sure language would get...
So what were they then?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day?
How about you, Shion? Dohalim?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volron...
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About...
unfortunately they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing?
Both sound plausible to my ears.
Yeah, they did. And the next time we...
choice!
Bring him down! Armor won't save you!
No one gets by me!
I'm not done!
You won't bow out now. Then you leave me no choice. Lightning now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hear my call. What's this? Burning? Not in your dreams.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Just getting burned!
Winds of heaven. First aid.
Inferno punch!
Wind!
Searing flame.
Force
Cyclone.
fire.
Photon blast. This one's mine.
This one's all mine! Wind!
Do it. Astral energy.
Say no more!
Step back! This one's all law! It's on! In a bind, it's time!
Eat dirt! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Quit trying to keep up with a wolf.
Armor won't save you!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Fist in the wind.
Not today!
Burning.
What's this?
A whirling struggle. Winds of heaven. Burning.
I'll tear you apart!
Dragon Swarm! Dance!
Leave the snaring to now me. I'm real. Yeah.
Thanks.
And anomaly to me.
Take this!
Astral energy.
Dragon Swarm!
Blaze of fear.
Severing Wind!
Here goes. Now.
Force
Keep
fire.
Go for it.
Prepare to crumble.
Here
Now!
This works.
Severing Wind!
Steel runner. Ice prison. Power storm. Lunar corruption.
Severing Wind!
Now or never.
Gemini aqua. Thunder field. Annihilation.
Crystals all mine!
Here's a healing art.
Blow away!
First aid.
Rain Flash! Eat dirt!
Lunar corruption.
It's in the sky.
Now. Astral energy.
Say no more!
Everyone hanging in there?
Let's dispose of the trash.
I can carve through
This
armor.
one's mine.
Lightning orb.
Can't get out of this.
I think I'll pass on the Gemini.
Freaking done it.
Seal. Gemini.
Denied.
Annihilate. Waters of magic is there.
Solid Light Spear! Dragon Storm!
These fists have got your name on them. Take this.
This one's all mine!
All in it.
Incineration Wave! Eat dirt!
Take this.
Not on my watch.
I'll smash you.
Dragon Swarm!
Now I'm in the grave. Death Blossom.
Vacuum Blade!
A whirling struggle.
Winds of heaven.
Vacuum Blade!
Blow away.
Try harder! My turn!
I'll be steady. The searing flame. Reload.
Swallow dance. Laser spear. Thank you.
Ready to go. Where that came from.
Incineration!
Take this. Eagle assault. Far enough.
Dragon Swarm!
Ready and raring.
You're Muppet! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Not today!
Whirling struggle. Where are you going?
Dragon Swarm!
First force.
Vacuum Blade!
Here.
Swallow dance.
Here, let me help.
Incineration Wave!
First aid.
Prepare to be healed.
Beautiful.
Can't get out of this.
I'm out of ammo. I'm all stuffed up.
Super dance. Annihilation.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
That'll teach us for getting cocky.
What's with that?
Looks like trouble with a capital T.
Together, we've got this!
I'm on it.
Flames will roar! And these ones can run rings around us!
Severing wind. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
Lightning orb!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trim it up.
Raging storm! By the power of flames!
It's on!
Tempest
Soaring Letter
Celestial hurricane!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Not a chance!
Dragon
What
tail!
else?
Rising Falcon!
Crumble!
A
Soaring
whirling
light
banshee
spear!
of lightning!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky. What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing. So she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegis is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd—
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Elda Menancia.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid, as people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright, or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like... oh, I don't know. Musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnagain's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits. Looks like the people of Lenegis.
And one... How long have you known
Known what?
about the darkness I carry inside me?
Why ask?
Kisara? Among other things. To be in...
You were thinking about Dohalim.
I was just thinking how good it is to see him. It was always so infuriating, but now?
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I can't wait.
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary... Wow, that would be grilled...
What?
Whoa there!
It's rap.
I'd fit... Having said...
They definitely...
Agreed.
If the tape...
Indeed.
Siri.
That's probably...
So you...
Well,
That I sup...
No, it. Easy peasy.
Thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegis.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Alma. The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital, we should... What? Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad, right?
Quite bad. We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone! Look there!
A flower blooming out of rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
And it appears Lenegis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
We can only pray that they are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
The Flower of Oblivion.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis. Is the ship still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down! You're not the only one who's worried here.
Right. Sorry.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Now what?
The starship, it's back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us.